Chris.
I'm Tammy.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Allison.
Welcome to our home. Thanks for joining us again today. We're going to talk about the Polynesian resort. And today we want to take the opportunity to rate the Polynesian using 4 different areas. First off, we're going to talk about the lobby and the main resort, all around. And then secondly, we're going to talk about the different restaurants and at least name a few for you guys that are on property. And then we're going to talk about the room that we stayed in, which was the deluxe studio. And then also after that, the convenience factor of staying at the Polynesian. So for today, we'll start off with Cole.
We'll start off with the lobby, and we'll talk about some of the service area. We think it has pretty good service in the lobby itself. Right, Dad? You were the one who really put us in. They
were very nice. When you check in, they usually put a lei on you or something with the flowers on the necklace, and that's always nice. And they have pen books and things that the kids can trade pens in,
they were so nice. They actually, as we were trading pens, they actually gave us each a pen. It was a Tinkerbell. Yeah, they gave us a free pen, and it was packaged because we were looking at the pen book.
Now we'll put a picture of that pen in here because I have one on the board behind us. But go ahead, Cole.
But also for the ambiance in that lobby, I think it is one of, if not the best lobbies compared with like ambiance itself.
Yeah.
Like you'll probably see in the pictures that I'm showing, the ambiance is like amazing. It is like you feel like you're in like a Hawaiian style like place.
Yeah.
And then you also have the shops in there, the boutique and the Moana Mercantile. They're pretty good places. You can also pin trade there. Those are real fun to pin trade in. We like to do that when we're waiting for Ohana's. They have pretty good shirts and stuff like that as well. So some things some people don't talk about are the pools in the right behind the Polynesian. It is a really well themed pool. We didn't go in it, but just from the looks alone, it's a really nice pool.
In all fairness, we were there in January, and I don't like to swim in the cold. But
other things that people don't really talk about are you can see the electrical water parade from your window, if you have a view of the bay.
Yeah. Or you can watch it from the beach because they have a little beach area right there as well.
Yeah, it's like a movie beach.
That's right.
Yeah. They also have valet parking. They also have a child care service and also a supervised children activity center. So if you need to drop them off there, you can. And also they have a laundry facility.
Yeah, they actually have 2 laundry facilities. So if you're a DVC member, they have a separate laundry facility for DVC versus not. We didn't realize that in the first night when we did some laundry. We paid $3.50 each load or something like that. And then the second night, at the DVC one, it's free. You just have to buy your own laundry soap. And the laundry soap is cheaper in there too. So a little bit of a perk for your DVC people.
And the Supervised Children's Activity Center, they have, it's not like a place where you drop your kids off for child care. It's not that type of thing. But it's more like an area where kids can go in there and they have games, and they may have little craft things that your kids can do. So if you're maybe taking a break from the park and you're just trying to get out of the heat, or maybe you're getting out of the rain, it may be some place for you to go and give your kids something extra to do that's located right there on the property.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like I remember
one
of those at a different.
We did that at Jamba House.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, we did it at Kidani Village.
Village, that's right.
For animal
Only we see there though.
Yeah. And so, there were also some drawbacks though, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the drawbacks
one of the drawbacks is the fact that the resorts are not under like awnings as you go to each one of your individual rooms, because I don't know.
It's the way they built it.
It's the way they built it. When they built it, it's all spread out, and it's a pretty big resort. And if you're far off from the lobby and you're trying to get there and it's pouring down rain, you better have an umbrella because you're going to get soaked. I mean, it's a long ways. And so,
don't go when it's raining.
well, you can't help it. You plan your trip out, you end up there, it's going to rain if you're going any time from about May through September, September, October, somewhere in there. It's almost raining every single day. So you just kind of got to know you got to wear something that can either get wet or have an umbrella or something. There's also another drawback, which is at nighttime it's extremely dark.
Yeah, they have lit like torches.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know as a woman, I don't really want to go walking around by myself because it is kind of dark.
Yeah.
But the darkness is something that I guess it could, it's a drawback,
All right, Allison, what about the restaurants?
Restaurants. There are a lot of restaurants, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They're located within the Polynesian. Some of the most popular include Captain Cook's, which is a quick service, Kona Cafe, a table service,
Yep.
and Ohana is a table service.
Yeah, and they do have some other restaurants that we are not mentioning. They're just not quite as popular as these.
Yeah,
but they have a specialty restaurant, right? What is it, Allison?
A special dining show called the Spirit of Aloha Dinner Show.
Yeah. Now, we have not had the opportunity to be a part of that, but we've seen different videos and different.
Along with the rooms.
So the room had a very nice layout. When you come into the room, because we had a room that was a deluxe studio, you go down a hallway type area, and there were 2 bathrooms. One of the bathrooms had a shower and it had a bench in it, so it was a very large shower. It's very nice, and it had a sink in it. And then the other bathroom had a like a tub shower combo, and it had a sink and a toilet in it. So one bathroom had a toilet, one didn't. So that was very nice, especially with a family of 4. Someone could brush their teeth or wash their hands while, you didn't have to wait for someone in the bathroom. So it was really nice to have 2 bathrooms. And then because we were in a DVC room, we also have our little kitchenette in the room, which was nice. It was fully stocked like your normal DVC rooms. And then it had a long pull-out bed that was attached to where the TV, that was where the TV was, so that someone else could sleep in it. And then they also had a couch that pulled out into a bed, and then it had a queen size bed in it as well. And so it was very accommodating for our family, and it was laid out very nicely, so that we never felt real crowded either. And then the ambiance of the room, it was all decorated Polynesian style, so it was very, very fit for the theme of the whole hotel. It was a very clean room. It was very nicely.
And we had the most beautiful view out our window of the ferry boat that they would load
There's
from the
also a
Ticket and
tree.
Transportation Center.
There's also a huge tree.
And then you'd rarely hear a
Yeah, that's true.
It was my favorite.
Yeah, it was a great room, and we were down close to the end. So when you walked out the end of the unit we were in, you could actually see all the way over towards the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And what about price, Chris? How was the price?
Well, since we did DVC points for us, it was, I think we went in January, so it was 16 points a night. In comparison, if you were buying points, I think they sell them anywhere from about $14 to $16 a point if you wanted to buy points from a DVC member. And so we'll put the figure up here on what that is. I don't know it off the top of my head, but.
And if you're not DVC, I looked earlier, and it runs about real close to $500 a night, and that wasn't with any sort of discount or anything. So.
But if you go at Christmas, which we've done before, your points are higher, obviously, and then so are your costs for the night per room. It's almost $1,000 a night at Christmas for that room.
Yeah.
And so it gets very pricey.
So it definitely depends on the time of year that you're going. But like I said, at this particular time I looked, and it was $500 a night as of today. But
Dad, convenient.
Convenience. Well, by convenience, we just simply mean convenience to the park.
Like transportation.
That's right, convenience in how you get to the park. And there's multiple different ways. And we took almost every single one of them. We did not take a bus from the Polynesian. You can take a bus from the Polynesian if that so is your desire.
We did do it not to Magic Kingdom, but to Animal Kingdom, I think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he's right. We did.
Yeah.
we did, you're right, but not to the Magic Kingdom.
No.
To the Animal Kingdom, that is your easiest transportation. I forgot we did that. What we did when we went to the Magic Kingdom was we took the monorail and we took the ferry.
Yeah.
For the first time.
And then, yeah, that was our first time to take the ferry from the Polynesian over there.
That's really quick.
And then,
More than once.
yeah, we took it home, which was faster than anything else for us. We also want to mention here, when you're staying there, you can easily walk to the Ticket and Transportation Center. And that's important because you can go to that Ticket and Transportation Center and you can pick up buses that come faster than they do to the resort. You may not think that, but they do. And you can also catch the monorail and go to the Epcot faster. Because if you get on at the Polynesian, you have to ride it all the way around to the Ticket and Transportation Center, which means you got to stop at the Grand Floridian, you got to stop at the Magic Kingdom, you got to stop at the Contemporary, and then you got to stop at Ticket and Transportation Center. Then you have to trade and go over to another monorail. But if you just walk to the Ticket and Transportation Center, you can take that real fast.
Yeah, it goes straight to
And
the
so-
Magic Kingdom.
That's a good tip. I feel like that, we figured out on our own, and we did it the hard way because once we wrote it, I think, before we figured that out. But all in all, I think the convenience factor, it was extremely convenient to get to either one, Magic Kingdom or Epcot, which happen to be two of the parks we frequent more than any of the rest.
And the good thing, another good thing about staying there also is the Grand Floridian is also within a walkable distance, or you can ride the monorail to the Grand Floridian.
Yep.
And they have lots of restaurants there. They also have other gift shops and things like that if you want to visit. But we ate at the Grand Floridian Cafe a couple of times, and then we just walked back to our hotel every night. It was so nice.
Well, and that's the thing about what I was saying on that ferry. You can catch that ferry boat and go to the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, or the Ticket and Transportation Center, and all three will get you back to your room a lot faster than trying to catch that monorail if you're trying to close the park. Because the monorail gets extremely busy. And so,
And you can also see the fireworks from the beach if you wanted to watch the fireworks from the beach.
I don't know.
And so if you didn't feel like hanging out in the park and fighting the crowds or staying that late, you could always go back and go sit. They have benches
They have
and
setting
swings.
areas.
They
You
have
can watch-
speakers too.
They do.
They have a movie area, or you could just look at the beach,
Yeah.
or the lake, or
so it's about time that we reveal to you guys what we felt about all the areas of the Polynesian, the lobby, the restaurants, the rooms, and then also the convenience factor. And so, first off, we'll start with Tammy since she's on that end. What are you holding?
So I have the room, and we gave it a 9.5. We thought it was a great room.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite places we've ever stayed at.
my favorite. Personally, that was my favorite resort ever.
The only reason I'd say we gave it a 9.5 is I hate those pull-out couches. Otherwise, it probably would have been a 10. All right, Allison? Restaurant?
Restaurants, we gave it a 9.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't eaten at every single place
Right.
in the Polynesian.
Mostly Ohio.
Yeah, but based upon the food from the majority of the restaurants, we gave it a 9 because there are lots of choices, and then the food that is available there is also really good. So,
And I have lobby / resort, and we gave it a 9.
And we
reason-
did that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Because of the drawback.
Yeah, the drawbacks are pretty rough because if it's pouring down rain,
It's
it's
spread
difficult.
out.
And if it's dark, it's kind of spooky for maybe a lady by herself.
And they're individual units.
And right. And so if you go to the Contemporary, for instance, you don't have all those issues. It's all inside. You don't get rained on, you don't have the spookiness, and you're still on the monorail, you're still convenient to the parks. So we feel like that's probably better in that aspect. And so we didn't feel like we could give this one a 10. Convenience, I think anything on the monorail around there, we would all agree, is a 10.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you could do a 10.5, the Contemporary might have that, because a 10.5 would be that you could walk to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's the only place you can do that from. But as far as we're concerned, it's a 10. So overall, we give it a 9.375. So a 9.375 is pretty high for a resort, and we would highly recommend it if you can afford to stay there. And so, if you liked the video and want to see more like it, please like, comment, tell us what you liked about the video. If there's something we may have gotten wrong or something you know about the resort we didn't mention, please comment that down below so that we can either correct our error or we can learn something new that maybe we didn't already know.
And comment and check out our Facebook and website, www.ninjamickey.com.
And don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. And until next time,
From our house to yours.